مرحبا.
Can you explain to me the effect of cut when you chew it?
We feel we are like kings.
So it's a good high.
يعني بتخليك مرتاح.
This is world-class tourism, just not at all being used. The women wearing the straw hats with the burqas, it's so unique, you know, it's like being on another planet almost.
As God made me here, I'm happy.
We actually just went to, you won't believe this, but Osama bin Laden's dad's house.
Let's talk about what's going on in Yemen.
The Arab world's poorest country.
For 6 years, Yemen has been stuck in a bloody civil war between the Saudi-supported government forces and the Iran-backed Houthis.
The war in Yemen has basically been a stalemate for the last 6 years.
How old are you?
13 years old.
You're 13 years old and you want to fight?
Yemen is in the midst of the world's worst humanitarian crisis.
The lack of fuel entering Yemen impacts everything. Clean water and electricity are harder to come by. Health facilities run on limited power.
Unfortunately, the stalemate that we've seen for so long appears to be shifting now in 2021, and it's not for the better, it's for the worse.
Yemen, a trip 3 years in the making. And now the time has finally come.
If the politicians will reach to an agreement, the war will be over.
Salam alaikum.
The Arab world's poorest country.
Shukran, shukran, shukran.
Humanitarian and economic crisis.
Why do you like dancing so much?
I like dancing because I feel free.
Understandable that people are scared to come here. I was. Let's hope that changes in the future. Welcome back to Yemen. Here we are in this resort looking over this huge canyon, and there's an infinity pool here that we discovered this morning. Absolutely unexpected. There's some beautiful 500-year-old sand buildings built on this cliff face just down the hill there. It's really stunning. So back on the road today, we're heading to a city called Sayoun. It's a reasonable sized city in the area, I think around 75,000. But along the way, we're going to be stopping and checking out local sites and meeting people. That's my favorite part of traveling here so far, at least. Along with the landscapes, is just the people are so keen to have a chat and share their feelings of the state of the country and what's going on and things, good or bad. We might go back to a cat market. If you didn't see in the last video, cat is a local drug. It's in the region. It's around parts of East Africa. Up here, it's huge in Yemen as well. It's totally legal here. I think it's illegal in Europe, but yeah, legal here. Of course, when you think of the country of Yemen, a country facing the world's worst humanitarian crisis, at war, this isn't the first thing that comes to mind. And trust me, I'm as surprised as you are seeing these scenes. So let's go explore the rest of Yemen together. So we've just driven through the gorges there. You can see unreal scenery. We've stopped at this little roadside shop here, and there's just kids working, selling, like, you know, it's like a convenience store. Salam alaikum. Good, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Salam.
وينه هنا موجودة.
ليش ما رحت المدرسة؟
بصحى بصحى أكل.
Now they have break from school.
What's your name?
My name is Kate.
So the children work here, selling things, or?
No, they are buying from him.
Oh, they're buying, but they're behind the counter.
Yes, he trusts them. He
Right.
said he wants to say something.
Okay.
كيف الوضع؟ كيف البلاد؟ تمام ولا مش تمام؟ تمام. He said the country is good. كم معك جهة؟
Video.
He has 3 kids. Film us this. And مزوج. 3 kids.
3 kids. And you're happy and everything's fine living here?
As God made me here, I'm happy.
Shukran.
نشوفك مرة ثانية.
Pretty hectic in there, but yeah, really nice to see all the kids smiling and laughing, and the shop owner saying that everything's great here. So must be a really stable town. just arrived at this incredible palace, Kais, and what is this?
A palace of Bakshan, one of the rich families in the south of Yemen, and they immigrated to Saudi Arabia the last century. They have too many investments in the world. One of the local investments, they have this hotel. It was the family house. They made it a hotel, but with the kidnappings which happened in Yemen and the terrorist attack
On tourists?
on tourists,
Yeah.
which was sponsored by neighbor country.
Okay.
They harmed the economy and they harmed innocent people from the West and from Yemen.
And so tourists stopped coming, and so the palace shut down, and it's
Yes.
still not operational today.
Not
So
operational.
it's empty.
Yes.
Then this is made out of mud.
Yes, it is all mud.
Amazing.
Maybe I try it.
Absolutely beautiful building, this palace, but sadly because of terrorist attacks on foreigners in the past, you can't come stay here, it's all closed. But unbelievable, it's all made out of mud. I mean, look how high. And then looking out the valley that way. This is world-class tourism, just not at all being used. This was built 75 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So as you can see, the scenes along this valley that we've been driving along are very unique. The women wearing the straw hats with the burqas, it's so unique, it's like being on another planet almost. And you've seen the buildings, it's absolutely beautiful. We actually just went to, you won't believe this, but Osama bin Laden's dad's house. You can see the shot here. So that's actually where Osama bin Laden's family is from. He was born in Saudi Arabia, but his family is from here in Yemen. So much to see here, the dark past and the current difficulties mixed in with these amazing historical sites and, surreal nature. Such a privilege to be able to see this, and like I say, there's nobody else here. No tourists. We're walking through villages and just before, and the people are just staring at us. They haven't seen foreigners in a very long time. Kids laughing and things when they're seeing us. It's really beautiful, very welcoming people. We're going to drive further now. We've got more driving to do. We're going to go and meet some people soon. So that's camel meat?
Yeah.
How is the camel meat, Jordan?
Super tasty. Yeah. Good balance of fat and meat. Yeah. Slightly crispy.
Of course, they already stole it.
Before we continue, I just want to give a quick thank you to Canva for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Canva is basically your all-in-one creative platform for anything to do with editing, whether it be photos, social media posts, and you can actually even edit video on there. I've used Canva in the past before they actually approached me to sponsor the video, so I thought it would be a good fit because it's actually something that I've used before. What I think I appreciate the most about Canva is the layout is very user-friendly and simple compared to the traditional, much more complicated programs. You don't have to have had experience using any kind of editing software for photos or video. You can just jump right in. When you're editing videos, there's even an audio library there for you to use. There's title animations and everything, so it's combining many different programs into one easy to use software. You have access to unlimited folders and up to 100 gigabytes of storage. My favorite Canva Pro feature, I would say, is the video editor. It takes out a lot of the technicality of video editing. I dropped a few files into the video editor to try it out, and it was super simple and quite fun. So Canva Pro costs just $12.95 a month, and that can be spread amongst 5 people. So if you have 5 people and you can share the account, it comes out at a really reasonable price. Using the link in the description of this video, you get a 45-day extended trial, so it's risk-free. So a huge thank you to Canva for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. How much did the lunch cost?
كم دفعنا يا محمد؟ 26,000.
$26.
Yeah.
How can everyday people afford to eat at these prices? Because that's quite high, right? For the locals.
That's very high, yeah.
People are earning what, like $100 on average a month? So $26 for 5 people for one meal is 4 people for one meal.
Yeah, so this is what they earn like $100, but they earn from the other side.
The other side?
Bribes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what about just people like
not everyone.
Working class people?
The only people who come here is travelers, drivers, truck drivers, teachers, and only doctors could pass by or come and pay for such thing.
So this isn't accessible for most of Yemen people, right? Most people can't eat like this.
Yeah.
So sometimes people go months without receiving their paycheck.
They suffer, especially teachers.
Okay.
Yeah. Doctors, they don't, because they have a private clinic.
How much would a doctor earn here, working in a hospital?
At least $150 to $200
a month for a fully qualified doctor.
I mean, the dollar here, I mean, real currency here is dead. While in the north, it's low. The one which is under the siege, under the war of Saudi Arabia.
So inflation in the south is much worse than in the north?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're entering the cut market.
Are
you checking the quality?
Yeah. Please keep filming. It's okay. Good. Yeah. The market is good, he said. أنا قلت له اشتري حمار ما أشتري بياض أنا في دالك. حمار ما في. لا بياض والله إنه بياض. حمار.
What's the price for one pack?
من كم سعرهن؟
7.
ما عاد الشيء تعال خلينا نفتش. They laugh when I speak about the price. 7,000 they want.
$7.
Yes, exactly.
And how long will this last? How many hours?
For you guys, 1 will be enough. For me, 3.
Okay. And can you explain the effect of it?
Okay, the effect is okay. It's a social thing that we chew cat, and also for a long travel, for people solving the problems. It's a social thing.
Do you think like most men in Yemen chew cut?
Yes.
It's like
I think 70%.
70% of men.
Yeah.
And do women chew?
Probably 5% or less.
5% of women. Right. How is life in Yemen for you?
كيف الحياة في اليمن هنا?
Yeah.
He said it's good.
Safe, secure.
آمنة.
Happy. Yeah. This is good business.
هل هذا عمل كويس؟ It's okay, sort of.
It helps with your family and everything.
كيف كل شيء مع أسرتك الأمور طيبة؟ الحمد لله الأمور طيبة. Thanks God, everything is good.
And can you explain to me the effect of cut when you chew it?
ما هو شعورك بالقات؟ كيف بتحس؟
ما يحتاج نحس نفسنا إن إحنا ملوك.
It's enough that we feel we are like kings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a good high.
يعني بتخليك مرتاح. Yeah, it is.
Right.
It is, yeah.
Okay. شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا.
One thing very noticeable about Yemen is there's a lot of rubbish. There's no rubbish collection really, especially out here, so you'll just see a lot of rubbish. Unfortunately, it's everywhere, but there's no rubbish collection, so you know, it's natural, I guess.
I'm sorry. والله زي قد يرسل شعر
So we've driven another 1 to 2 hours and we've arrived in this valley and it's just filled with people playing football. And in the distance there you can see the mud buildings again, and over here as well. And that's Shabam it's called. And it's known as the Manhattan of Yemen, so it's pretty cool. And it's all mud, but we're gonna go deeper in there in the next video. But yeah, it's just amazing to see at sunset all the guys playing football. Salam alaikum. Nice guys. Salam alaikum.
We are in Hauta Palace Hotel, one of the most beautiful hotels in South Yemen. See, everything is made natural sources. What do you think?
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And so before the war this was filled with tourists?
Yeah.
And now?
Only you guys.
And so how do these kind of big hotels stay functioning when there's not much money coming in?
Because the owner of the house, of the hotel, has other companies and he is backing up financially these places to keep it running, and in the same time not to these workers lose their jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
So the company's running at a loss.
This means that the owner has heart, a good heart. It's perfect.
So that's Yemen, you know, you've got these beautiful places mixed in with, again, as I've mentioned in past videos, here in Yemen there's lots of police checkpoints here. Military checkpoints, heaps and heaps of them, and we're getting our passports checked constantly. We've got many documents, you know, showing that we're allowed to be here, and it's all above board. We have many permits for everywhere we're going. It's very controlled. There's lots of weapons and it's quite raw, and it is a war zone. This part of Yemen, at least, seems to have, you know, a reasonable amount of stability. I can't say the same for the north. From what I've been told, it's a bit more rough in terms of war. Poverty is more extreme there. Obviously there's poverty here. You've seen what people are living on today, and there's lots of beggars and things, but I hear it's a lot worse up in the north. An interesting country, but definitely a lot more stable than I was expecting when coming here. Being the worst humanitarian crisis in the world, you know, it's at war. I just thought it was going to be a lot more extreme than it is. Anyway, we're going to grab some dinner soon and then probably go to sleep, but I'll see you in the next video. Going to explore a little bit more around this area, and then we're going to Sayun. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we didn't quite make it today, but we're going to go there tomorrow and explore even further around outside the city and inside the city as well. So it should be an interesting day. As you can see, the people of Yemen have been very welcoming to me, and Jordan, the guy I'm traveling with from America, no hostility towards us whatsoever. Everybody has been very nice, and that's very important to keep in mind. There are countries like Yemen that have a bad reputation and are at war, but that doesn't mean that the people living in them aren't some of the kindest people you'll meet in your life, and most hospitable people, and people that are just willing to do anything to make your stay in their country very comfortable, even if they are facing the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. And I think that speaks so much about the heart of the people here in Yemen. Thank you so much for watching, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.